So this is my first content video, and of course I'm going to attack the subject that is the most controversial, which is going to be racism. And I'm going to talk about racism through the eyes of a white person. Ooh, spicy, right? I'm just like ready to start some conflict. Just kidding. If anything, I hope that this facilitates an open and loving discussion about how we process that. So, the discourse around racism through the eyes of a white person, and not all white people, I don't want to make that generalization, but a great many that I've been watching are saying, oh, I don't see race, or it doesn't matter what color of skin you have or what minority group you belong to. Success is success. Why do you have to make it a big deal? I've been hearing from white folks that the news is just making all of us more divided, and that we are kind of drawing out those disparities and, putting the framework of racism on situations where normally that wouldn't even be perceived that way. I want to give some credibility to the fact that there is an oversaturation of information on the internet, and a lot of it is armed and divisive and meant to keep us separate. I understand that point. Right? People are not fact-checking anymore. They're just going along with whatever their group, identifying group is saying. So here's my counterpoint. If a large group of people are telling you that they're experiencing racism and that they're treated differently because of the color of their skin, right? With like how law enforcement interacts with them to going in and getting a loan from a bank, or, if they walk into a grocery store and they're followed around because of the color of their skin. I do know a story about someone who is Native American and had a white stepdaughter and was accused of kidnapping her. These are the experiences that folks are having, and I don't understand what the danger is in confronting that and validating that for people, when really what ends up happening is we end up gaslighting these folks and telling them that they're not having these experiences. So my question is, what is the danger in accepting that that's a truth for them? And what does that mean to you as being a white person? Do you feel guilty for being white? Do you feel blamed? Do you feel that your life is just as difficult and you don't assign it to your race or whine about it? It's another one I hear. Well, okay. No one's saying that your life isn't hard. We've all had trauma. We've had things happen. It's not a competition, right? But your life hasn't been hard because of your race. There's been no intersection with that. So that is something I'm asking folks to consider. I hear some white folks such as myself say, we're so tired of hearing about it. We're so tired of hearing about it. People just whine and bitch about it all the time. Well, when we're shifting a paradigm and we're trying to change social discourse around these issues, you're going to hear about it all the time. So buckle in and get used to it, because it will not stop until our thinking around it changes, right? These are folks that are trying to advocate for their existence in this world, and they're going to get loud about it. I'm fully supportive of it. Do I think that we all need to torture ourselves from now until the end of time? No. But I do think that we need to have some really healing and validating conversations around this and the fact that it does exist for minority groups. So that's my hot take. You don't have to agree. You don't have to disagree. That's just like a little seed that I'm going to plant and see how it sort of germinates. So, yeah. If you like this, great. I should be throwing out content every week. I'm going to try. Some of the other subjects I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about relational aggression and guilt versus shame. So be looking out for those videos.